Hi, I'm Mark Mancini with VRB Outstanding and Vacation Home Mastery. This week, for your Cybertruck, we're going to talk about and install roof racks that are available right now, so stay tuned. And welcome back. Now, some of you may be contractors, you may be homeowners with maybe some rental property like we have, and you need a work truck and be able to bring ladders that just simply don't fit in the back bed of your truck. Your bed's about 6 feet or so, 5 or 6 feet. So if you have an 8 to 10 foot ladder, it's gonna get hard to, you don't want that necessarily sticking out. So that's where these roof racks come in handy. They could also hold other things as well. So let's take a look here. Now this roof rack from Tesstudio, which the link will be below with a coupon code as well. 2 boxes. I went ahead and did some prep work for the video here. I unboxed each of them, took all the plastics off, and the instructions on these are pretty darn easy. Now, what I also did on these, there's 8 of these cushions, and I just popped out the middle part because you just need this portion right here. Okay, you don't need that middle part. So I popped all those out. The other thing I did is on each of these, you'll have 2 different size Allen wrenches. I got the smaller size Allen wrench, and on all of them, I went ahead and I loosened them all up with the Allen wrench. I'll show you how I did it. Put it right in there, and counterclockwise, lefty-loosey, righty-tighty. I lefty-loosey them, took those out, and you're gonna take these off of each one because that top part goes in later. So I always like to do the prep work, as you know from my other videos. So we're just gonna take these off and leave these here. You have 2 L's, you've got an L1 and L2, and an R1 and an R2. And that's in both boxes, okay? So we just unscrew each of these, and I'm gonna put them back in there. R1, R2, L1, L2. All right. Now the one thing you need to be careful of is that each of these roof racks is a different size. They're also numbered. You'll see this one's numbered 4. This is the longest one. The next longest is number 3. This is the shortest one, so this is number 1. And finally, number 2. So these are all numbered. And the reason they are numbered is because on your Cybertruck, which you're gonna come back here, I'm gonna pop the bed and I'm gonna raise the tonneau cover. Love our bed liner and our divider. We've got videos on those. I love those features. Now, what's going to happen is the rails are actually going to be the smallest at the front and gradually go wider towards the rear. It's going to taper out. What you'll notice on your truck, there's these 4 squares. Here, here, and then 2 on the glass. Okay? Now, don't try to pop them off. They don't pop off per se. They're on a swivel. So if you press laterally, actually, I'm sorry, medially. Medial is on the inside, lateral is on the outside. If you press medially, it pops open. You'll see 2 nuts over there. Same thing on this side. You pop it open, boom. Boom, pops it right open. I go to the other side, do the same thing. Press medially, and it opens up. Now, these 6 I'm able to get to from standing inside the bed. The other one I'll have to stand from inside the truck or on my running boards that we did a video on. Again, just pressing medially, pops right open. Now here's where these cushion things come into play, okay? They're gonna rest on top of here, to protect the finish, okay? We're going to show you that in just a second. Now remember we took the screw out of here. We're going to leave this top portion out. We're going to get L2. We're going to get two L2s. We're going to take this right off and leave this over here. We're going to grab both L2s from the longer rail kit, the 3 and the 4. Now remember, left is going to be on your driver's side. Right is going to be on your passenger side, L2. Now these are the same size. And what you'll see, we're going to take this off for a second. This only goes one way right here, okay? Rest right in there onto that bolt like that. So what you're going to see is how thin this is right here. And we're going to try to match this up just like that, okay? Now, you're going to see you can peel this right back, and you're going to take the sticky part and put it on the middle and overlay it real perfect like that, and you're all set. Now, you can go ahead and peel the other side off and put it on here if you want. I'm not going to do that because I don't want to put the adhesive on the truck, so I'm just going to rest it on there like that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back over here and there are two, well, there's more than two, but we're going to grab 2 of the black nuts. These guys right here. And we're gonna put them right there on that bolt that comes up. And it's gonna be a little tough in there. You're gonna have to have small fingers. If you're a lady and doing this install, you're gonna have a much easier time than me with fat fingers. But once you get it started, they provide a tool which allows you to go ahead and tighten it. Now you can do the same thing with the L2 here on this side. You can see I just hand tighten those. And after you hand tighten it, obviously you're gonna go ahead and grab your 10mm socket. And it's probably a little easier to do it on this side here like this. And turn it till it's snug, and then use the other side to tighten it a little better because you'll be able to get a better grip on it. And so you could also use a tool like we had in our running board episode, like the Milwaukee tool to do it, but you want to make sure not to over tighten these. Make it snug, but not too tight. One ooga booga is what we call it. All right, for those of you who don't know what an ooga booga is, that's a way of torquing. If you don't have a torque wrench, you go by your sense of feel, and you don't want to go too tight, so it's a one ooga booga. That's a technical term we use. So again, this is the right side, this is the passenger side. So it would drop in on there. So I'm going to go ahead and line this up, and it's going to fit just like that. So I'm going to take the one side off the sticky. Put it right there. So it looks good. Again, you can put the sticky part on your truck. It's not going to be too bad for it, but I'm going to go ahead and leave it unstuck for now. The reason being, I actually use the bed of my truck a lot more than I would use the ladder racks. So more than likely, I'm gonna have the top 2 racks on at all times, and then these bottom 2 may come off on occasion. Now you can just take off the rails that goes right across. You don't have to take these off. And let's see if I can finger tighten this first. And that should be on just enough. We'll see. Yep. And we're just going to do the bottom one, just so you have an idea. And we'll show you the completed version when we're all done. But we're going to do the number 4. And then off camera, I'll do 3, 2, and 1. We'll show you the product, and I'll show it to you with our 10-foot ladder, or maybe a 12-foot ladder. It's a pretty long ladder I have. And we'll show it to you what it looks like when it's on. So you go ahead and get it on that way, and then you tighten it a little bit more, but not too much. One ooga booga. Ask a mechanic about the ooga boogas. They'll tell you what it is. Alrighty. Gonna grab number 4. And before you put it on, you'll make sure that that is the correct one. And then we have to get the bolts for that to put it in. So I just put that there, and I'll grab the hardware. And it's going to require 4, because 2 on each side, of these bolts. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, no, just need 4 of these. And then we're going to need a washer. And that is going to be silver. 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. And so when you put the top rail portion on, what you're going to do is come around the side here. And this is the way it goes, with the 2 openings towards the top and the 1 middle opening on the bottom, okay? And this is where you're going to want to prep your nuts and bolts first. So get your hardware with the washer in place already. Rest it on here. And this one especially is a little heavy. It's the long one. And this is where you're going to want to guide it into the hole. And then get your Allen key, your bigger Allen key. And that's okay. Your first one, you're probably going to want to get it in place. And then the second one, you're just going to really just tighten like a couple turns and just be a loose fit. And then we're going to go to the other side. You can get your washers in place under your nuts. Actually, your bolts. But I'm nuts about this. This is going to be so cool. It's going to be a real work truck, because people give Cybertruck owners grief. They don't think it's a real truck. They don't know it is a real truck. All right, so I just do a couple turns, get it in there a little bit. And what you want to do is just kind of line it up. Both sides, we're going to make sure it looks a bit even. And as I like to do whenever we do these, you go to about 90% on the one, and then you do 100% on the other, and then you go back and you do 100% on that first one. As you can see, there's no drilling required. It's an easy fit. Tesla put this in place because they knew people would be making aftermarket accessories for this. So it's all ready here for you to make it your work truck, or just do some home repairs. Go to your friend's house, borrow his 12-foot ladder. So if you're in North Myrtle Beach, you need a 12-foot ladder, just come over to my place, take my Cybertruck, bring it back to your house and use it. No, I'm kidding. Get your own ladder. Kidding. Alrighty. Now we go back to here and we put the covers on. And this is really it. So you go ahead and you line this up and you get a feel for where it is, and it should go right in just like that. Boom. Now, I did this fourth one first for the video, but what you're gonna wanna do probably is start higher up, because you don't want to have to keep climbing over these, or at least start with number 2, then go to number 3, and then go to number 4, so you're not climbing over this every time you have to do the next rail, which is what I'll be doing. But I was trying to make it easy to show you. And voila, we are 25% done with this. I grabbed the wrong one. There's only one way for this to fit. And that's why the part on here is labeled L and R, but this cover is not. But what you'll see right here, see how that goes right in place like a jigsaw puzzle right there, boom. Over here and over here. Goes right in place. That's how you know you have the right one in. So you really can't screw it up. I tried to, but as you can see, it would not let me. And voila, there you go. Number 4 is done. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna do the next 3, and we're gonna come back and show you the final product, and we're gonna show you a ladder on it as well. So stay tuned. So here we are, we're done. All 4 of the rails are in place. I grabbed my 10-foot ladder. As you can see, from the top to here, it holds it up. If I were to put this in the bed, you'd have 5 feet sticking out. It really, really wouldn't be safe, because even when you ratchet tie it down, it's gonna be too top heavy. So the good thing about this, it's on here real nice. Now some people will use those bungee straps to hold it down. I'm not as big of a fan of the bungee straps. In a previous video, I'll have the link for it below. I like these ratchet straps, because when you ratchet strap them in there, you go real nice and tight, and it's gonna hold it snug. So you just wrap it around. You really just use one, go around the top one, go around the next one, go around the next one, bring it to the bottom one, ratchet tie it in. As you can see, this is holding it on here without any problem. In fact, I'm putting my weight on it. I'm 200 pounds, and not a problem at all. It looks aesthetically pleasing, and the good thing is, you wanna keep those tools with you in your glove box, because if you need to access the bed of the truck, maybe you've got a dump load or sheetrock or something, you can just easily take just the silver covers off of here, and then the 2 screws that are on there, just like that, and take them off each side. And once you take this rail off, you have full access to the bed, and then you can just go ahead and leave the top 2 on there at all times, but at least you still have access to the bed if you ever need to. Like I said, you're gonna have 2 sets of tools. Keep one set in your truck, leave the other one at home. Now I can go ahead and take my 10-foot ladder, go to a property, jump on the roof, fix whatever I have to fix. I would appreciate you coming by this week. Remember, we survive on your likes and subscribe. So down below, comment, like, subscribe. Be prepared for our next videos. Got some really cool other items coming for your Cybertruck, so stay tuned.